Hi, I'm not yet dead in name and in nature, and welcome to South Mountain Creamery. So, this is South Mountain Creamery. We are in the US, in Maryland, I believe, and we've come to help a farm that's been struggling. So this is a great local business, really liked by the local people. As you can see, they've got a great shop where they sell loads of produce. Nice little area for people to sit out. Even got their own jingle, which we'll not listen to too much of. But they've hit some problems. They've had a problem with some aged debt, and they've had to sell all of their cows, which, if you're a creamery, is a bit of a problem. They also had a few sheep and a few pigs. They were a fully working farm, but yeah, they've hit some troubles. So we've come to help them out. And as you can see, they've still got some stock, which is good. So they've still got loads of people in and about. So I'd say we'll have a look round, we'll see what equipment there is, and I think we'll have to start making some pretty tough decisions on the finances here. So yeah, so this is the little farm shop. It's the front to the farm. But as you can see, people are pretty allowed to roam freely around and understand where their milk should be coming from, though right now I'm afraid there's not a lot going on in that. Not even any water in the trough. So yeah, so we need to generate some money quite quickly. So the plan with this farm is just a slight aside off storyline. Yeah, I've been wanting to start another map. If you've been following me, then you'll know that I've just started a series on Welcome Farms because I was determined to do it. And whilst it seemed a little bit odd, I wasn't planning on doing 2 US maps at the same time. But I've never played a Black Sheep modding map, which is just amazing. How is that possible? But I just never get around to doing it. And they are good maps. I've been, following Mr. CDP, who's done a lot of them, and they're great maps. Do these open? Oh yeah, they do. Cool. So we can have a wander in. Try and avoid the mud. Yep, square to close, that's fine. So circle to open, square to close, remember that. Yeah, so I'd never done one of these, and I had a look. It was sort of between this one, Upper Lusatia I looked at, but I wanted something a little bit different. Upper Lusatia is a lovely map. I'm just climb over here. It's a great looking map, it really is. I had a little play on it. But I've been doing Altenstein, so I've done Red Keinstus. I've done a Red Keinstus map, and actually, you know what I thought? What I really miss is doing. I remembered when I was doing Goldcrest, I had a herd of 100 cows. Actually, I think it was over that in the end. And actually, I thought I really fancied doing animals big scale again. So this seemed a logical choice, but it is a creamery with no cows. They haven't got much in the wrong button. Haven't got much in the way of fields, so let's have a quick look at what we do own. So we've got these 3 fields here, which are funny shape. They are huge, and they've all got corn in. And we've got this grass field here, which again is pretty big. Meadow, that's pretty big. And we've got this funny little one up here. Is that grass as well? Oh, let's have a look. No, it's empty, it's cultivated. It's really hard to tell. Yeah, it's just cultivated, so there's nothing in that. But that is all. We've no wheat, we've no straw, we've no grass, we've no hay, we've no silage. This is the map as you start the map. At this point I haven't done anything. Except I should have done, and I'll just make sure, we are in dollars, we're in miles, so that's all good. And I'm pretty sure, real time, all the other stuff's set. I've done all that, so that's fine, good. It's now, for the sake of argument, because I didn't want to start with seasons right from the beginning, because that would just take ages to get anywhere, especially because my focus here is to start getting some cows. Wow. That is one big slurry pit. Oh, look, there's some little calves, look. I seem to remember. Yeah, there's some little calves here, so Hopefully they'll grow quickly. I think we'll need to buy some more anyway. I've got some huge silage silos here, bunker silos. They are massive. And that's where the cows should be. Oh no, there are one or two. Okay, so there's a few. We need to build that up. So yes, there's a lot of work to do. So for all intents and purposes, I'm taking this as autumn, early autumn, because we've got some fields of corn that are ready to harvest. There's a wheat field, I believe, that is also ready to harvest. Got it the wrong way. And I think we're going to have to buy it, because what I want to do, of course, is I want to have some is it ready? Oh yeah, we need to do that quickly. So there's a wheat field, field 9. We need to talk to the farmer and see if we can buy that, because what I want is some straw. We're not going to be getting cows before the winter comes, but I want to be in a good position that we can start, if not early next year, certainly not too soon afterwards, not too long afterwards rather. So we need to cut all this corn down. I don't think we'll keep all of it silage, because my goodness me, that would take a long time. We'll keep some for corn, we'll harvest it, we'll sell it, make a bit of money, and I think the rest we'll put as silage in one of the bunkers. So we've got some silage ready. The grass field, is that ready to be harvested? I'm pretty sure. Switch the grass on for a sec. Oops. Oh yes, very much so. So we'll get some grass. Let's take that off because it really does mess up the map. Oh, wrong button. And yeah, we'll have to get that that wheat harvested so we get some straw. This is a lot of work to do. Let's have a quick look and see in the garage. What do we got? We've got a Hurleman. Low power, but a nice little runabout. And I've never used the Hurleman, so that could be a good one. We've got 2 Deutz-Fahrs. In fact, I remember one of those has got twin wheels. We've got a case. Got a Lizard Twin Star. Seems a bit of a luxury. We've got the case axial flow with a header, so that's great for that straw. Got a cultivator, got a plough. Great Plains seeder. It's all quite small equipment, and these are big fields. Well, that's no good. I don't think we've got any slurry, so that's not going to help us. Pickup radio, low loader. Now, interestingly, of course, the radio I would normally sell, but actually thinking about, you know, starting up a small farm, starting up a farm, starting small, and now we've just got the fifth wheel hitch. I'm tempted to say that I'm going to keep that, because actually, at least then we've got a low loader and something to transport bales on when we need to. We don't have, oops, sorry, wrong way. We don't have a trailer. We don't have a loading wagon. So we need to buy those. For now, I'm going to keep the field equipment, because the first thing we'll want to do over the winter is make sure we get everything ploughed, cultivated, so that we're getting the best yield from our fields. Keep the seeder for now, because we'll want to seed, we'll want to have straw and grass. We can just focus on wheat and barley and grass to start with, while we get built up. Well, you know, we may do other animals and other things later on, but for now the focus has got to be getting the creamery back up and running. So yeah, and we'll keep some of this stuff, but I think we can sell some equipment, and I think actually the first thing we should do is get some money and go and talk to the farmer over at field 9. So how about we take said pickup, if I can remember where it is. I think it's over at the house, over at the farmhouse, so we'll quickly walk through. Not sure the quickest way to get there. We'll go get the pickup and we'll go to field 9 and see if we can talk to the farmer and negotiate buying that field. We'll also need to talk to the bank manager on the way and see if we can get a loan. I don't normally start by maxing out a loan, but I think on this farm we're going to have to. I'll see you up at field 9 in a second. Right, so we're just coming up to field 9. I've had a chat with the bank manager on the way. He's very kindly said that given the great standing of the farm and its reputation, he's given us a maximum bank loan, so he's increased the loan of the farm, which was already at 75,000 to 245, and hopefully Old Farm, the field agency. Right, looks perfect. That'll be enough. Oh yes, for us to negotiate with Mr. Watson. Done. Thank you, Mr. Watson. 96,000. Right. That's a nice big field, actually. They're good sized fields. It's actually a big old map, because that field it don't look very big in the scale of the map, but it's not I mean, it's not huge, but it's not an unreasonable size. I think we'll find out as we start harvesting. So let's nip back down to the farm, get the harvest up. It's actually not very far up. It's nice to see a bit of the map. It's a lovely map. I mean, it's black sheep modding. It's, always great. Though they have got this slightly wrong. This is an American map, so everyone's driving on the right, but they've got the road markings the wrong way around. Oh, never mind. Right, so we'll just park this here. Nothing's coming, we're all good. Grab the combine. So I will of course then also need to go and get... Oh. Yeah, I'll need to get a trailer. And better put the flashes on. Beacons are on. Okay, let's go. Yeah, so I'll need to get a trailer, and I'll probably get, I think, a loading wagon for the straw for now. I will do baling in the end, eventually, but for now, to keep the costs down a bit, we'll get a loading wagon, and I'm assuming I'll be able to put straw in the silo at the farm. I'm pretty sure it's got a straw silo from what I remember, forage silo. So yeah, that'll do, and it'll help us keep costs down. But I will be doing baling. It's great fun trying to juggle your bales when you're trying to manage mass numbers of cows, especially over the winter, because they don't often get through an awful lot of straw. But I did actually have quite a lot of fun doing that on Goldcrest, so we'll do that here. It'd be a cool thing to do. And I haven't done bales for a very long time, so of course there's no point in doing baling or straw or anything like that on Welker farms, because they've no animals. So I mean, you could do, but because I'm running seasons, you don't get any money for it, so it seems a touch pointless. Right, here we go. New farm, new challenges, loads of fun. Let's come out for a minute so we can see. Don't need the beacons anymore. Unfold the combine. Oh, I hadn't realised the header was down. That's strange. Oh, oops. I couldn't get any big bumps on the way. Helps you press the right button. Oh, I'm pressing all the wrong buttons all over the place today. Right, here we go. So yeah, bonus to this as well is, of course, we can sell the wheat that we get. I don't expect the yield to be particularly high, but yeah, we can sell that as well. And there's already a little bit of wheat in the silo, so we'll sell that. And that'll generate a little bit of money. I'll have to look at prices in a minute actually and see. And we'll do the same with the corn. So I think we will probably get a bit of work out of this combine, and then we will sell it. It's a lot of money to have a combine sitting around, and actually once we've done this field and some of the corn, we're not going to have need for it for a very long time. So I did and R about selling this one and leasing a bigger one, especially for the corn, but we'll try it with a reasonable size corn header, which I'll lease, and then we'll hopefully it won't take too long. But I figured actually it was more cost effective to hire a worker and have the worker do the harvesting for a long period than it would be to sell this and then lease another harvester, bigger harvester. So because we're going to have to lease a forage harvester anyway to get the corn we want for silage. So we'll do that, see how we go. But yeah, I say I've never started a map by taking out a massive bank loan. What I will do though is make sure that whatever we do every night, I'll try and remember to pay it back to the bank so that we're only getting charged interest on what we actually currently need. You know, one of those sort of flexible accounts where you only pay the interest on what's not currently sitting in your account. It's more like a sort of overdraft facility than a loan. But yeah, I'll try and remember to do that just to keep, again, bank charges down and all that sort of stuff. So around the edge here, it's actually not too big, this field, but it's a good size for this combine. And then we'll get a worker on it and leave them doing that so we can go and get started on something else. And I think the next thing we'll do is we'll sell some equipment while the prices are good. I think we'll sell the case, and I think we will sell one of the Deutz tractors. The Hurleyman will be okay for doing the smaller jobs, and then the Deutz Fahr can do things like, you know, mowing and pulling the loading wagon behind when we're doing grass and things like that. I'm going to try and do this semi-realistically, but for now, for cost and everything else, we're gonna harvest the grass and put it again. I think that'll go in the silo, so we'll do that. But we will actually then eventually we'll go to just doing hay and silage, because it's more realistic. You know, you wouldn't normally harvest grass. The only grass we'll get is when we've got fresh grass available for the animals during the winter. During the summer rather, beg your pardon. Once we've got, so what we're going to do is, I've started without seasons, just because I say I didn't want too slow a start, but this is, to me, this is autumn. So we're starting in autumn. We'll then, once we've done this harvesting, getting everything set up and ready, I'll put seasons on and we'll jump over the winter because there won't be much going on. And then we'll put seasons on. We'll jump to early spring, where we can start preparing the fields and doing everything else for the next year. And hopefully maybe we can get some cows, because we can't leave the business too long without a few cows to keep it ticking over. Right, let's get a work on this. Just keep an eye on him for a minute, make sure he gets on okay. He, she, is it? It's a he. Have to be careful. But it is a lovely map. I think it's a black sheep moorland map. It's absolutely gorgeous. I'll do a bit of forestry, I suppose. That might generate us a bit of money as well. I'll have to do it quite small scale, but every little helps. As they say, we'll have to see how much money we've got left once we've done all the stuff that we need to get done. So we've got time to invest in a little bit of forestry equipment, just a wood chipper and chainsaw and stuff. I think we'll go small scale to start with, just to help the business out a little bit. But it's a great map. It's a lovely map, this. I'm really excited about this. Again, it's all about doing new maps, doing new things, you know, for the benefit of the channel, but also just, you know, mix things up a little bit. So if you haven't seen my first video on Welker, that's where I sort of explained that that's what I'm doing right now. I'm focusing on the channel, trying to get a bit more footfall, as they say, a bit more interest. So I thought doing that with newer maps, doing bigger things, because, you know, I've only played up till this point older maps. Altenstein, Spectacle Island are the only ones I've done. So yeah, so we're doing some of the, we're focusing on some of the new maps, and there's some great maps. This one, I say Upper Lusatia, I looked at the Italian one, but actually I thought, you know what, I quite fancy doing the big dairy thing, so this seemed the logical map to do that one. Anyway, work is doing okay. There'll be a little bit of tidying up to do as always is on these angled fields, but that's all good, so we'll leave him to do that. But yeah, what's him? And we'll wander back to the farm and see what else needs doing. We better not walk across someone else's field, do we? Great. See you there. Right, so I've picked up the Deutz, one of the Deutz bars, and the Garant slurry spreader, and this is the one I'm going to keep. The other one's got twin rear wheels, which would be awesome, and it looks really cool, but actually it's quite a wide tractor. These are relatively narrow roads, and I don't need it. And actually, because it's got the twin wheels, you know, I've not got big equipment, I've nothing that really needs that kind of traction, but because it's got the twin wheels, it's actually worth that little bit more. So I'm going to sell that one. I'm going to keep this one. Here it is. It's a bit of a beast. It looks really cool. I don't suppose for a split second that any of these are actually real. I'm assuming this is the... Oh. Well, looky here. Gold. There's gold in this here farm. You know, I had no idea there were gold nuggets on this map. Okay. Well, I guess that would help the farm to get started if we find some more of that gold. Oh, we managed to sell it for a good price. Well, we'll see how we do. I'm not going to go hunting for it, but if I happen across it, then it's to the benefit of the farm. I love the fact that always Black Sheep modding, they always have great little, you know, let's put great little artifacts just around the place. Just makes the place feel a bit more lived in. I'm assuming that's the hay barn, right? Not that I have either hay or straw to put in it, by the way. Actually, there isn't one. Am I being really dense? That's interesting. So there isn't one as such. It's just done for effect. It looks really cool. There's lights. Nice. Ooh, that'll be good in the winter. Cool. Anyway, sorry, I'm getting very distracted. But yeah, so the discovery of gold, there's potential then to help this farm out considerably. So anyway, but let's not worry about that. So I don't really go gold hunting specifically, rarely. I did on Welker because I really needed the money. Plus it was actually a gold hunt and it was kind of fun to do. So what we'll do is, if we happen across it, if there's more gold in this EA farm and surrounding areas, then so be it. You know, you've got to do what you can to help the farm out, get them back on track. But I'm not going to go just looking for it. So lead the way, because I think that might be useful. And we'll take these two over to the store. And while we're there, we'll have a chat with the man at the store, because I think we're going to need to get to know him quite well. Now then, remind me, where am I going? Shop. Alright, so I'll basically just follow this road. That's easy. Still getting to know my way around. I've not been here very long. See what I mean about the width of these tyres? Cool. Yeah, it's a little bit wide, so if we see any traffic, we're going to have to dive into the verge. So we'll take a look at scenic drives, just to have a look round. So this field on the right, this is our grass field, I think. Yep. Oops. A bit of struggle. These rocks at the edge of the road aren't going to help either. Yeah, so that's our grass field. It's a good size, so we're going to get some grass out of that. I'll say for now we'll just do it as grass. Pick up a load of mine and put it in the silo, so we've got grass. And then, you know, we've got something to feed the cows when we get them. Keep them going. We'll also have silage by then, so they should be alright. Wow, there's a lot of trees. Goodness me. So yeah, definitely some forestry to be done. Well, well, I'm going to stop here so this car's got space to get past before I get to these barriers. Oh god, there's some more. Struggle. Sort of shove myself into the side so we've got space to pass. Oh wow, it's a busy road with a wide tractor. Okay. that completely distracted me. Oh yeah, so yeah, grass and silage, wow. Also means if I can get a mixing wagon of some description, we can do mixing. That could be tricky. I'll have to see, whoa, what I can buy for a bargain. This is really tricky. See, much as I love this tractor, the twin rears look really cool, but goodness me, it's a struggle on some of these roads. And given it's worth that little bit more, it's even logical to sell this one first. You know, we've only got three fields, 4 fields I suppose if we include the grass. Check the map, carry on, right? Yep, it's just around this corner, good. It's a lovely place though, a great map. Nice area, very pretty. So I think, do we have to park? I don't know where the actual sell point is. It's not marked as such. I think that's right. I hope so. So let's go into the store, talk to the man, see what kind of deal we can make. Well, this is very nice, isn't it? Lots of things to spend your money on. Feed troughs. Small ones, large ones. Chicken feed. Wow, milking machinery. Goodness me. All sorts. Right. Hello, sir. 89,000. Okay. Fine. So be it. So I'd parked it in the right place anyway. Hey, come on. It's not. There we go. Sell. Done. Right. And how about that slurry? Not much, but every little helps. Okay. So I'll have a word with the man, see what we can do about a trailer and a loading wagon. That's the toolbox, that's really cool. We'll see how we get on. Right, so the very helpful chap at the shop. Again, clearly the farm's reputation preceding it, everybody wants to help out and get it back on track. So I've negotiated some pretty good deals. So I bought us a loading wagon, and slightly oversized than I'd normally go for to start with, but I've got this Joskin which I've just leased, and he delivered them and gave me a lift at the same time, which was very nice of him. So I've had these delivered to the farm, and just in the nick of time, because it looks like our combine needs emptying fairly soon. I think this tractor's going to struggle pulling this, but we've no major hills to do and we're not in a rush to go anywhere. But I was kind of thinking that for the when we start doing the silaging, the extra sort of 10,000 capacity, I was going to get something 21,000 litres. But I thought actually for silage, better to get something a little bit bigger. So we've gone for the Joskin Drakkar, which is, I've used it before, it's a lovely trailer, I really like the Joskin. There's a Transpace, there's a Transpace, sorry, the Drakkar's the bigger one. So yeah, we'll go up, we'll get this up so we can empty the combine. See how our work is doing. Oh, pretty good. And then that also means we can so we find it's too tall. Ooh, will it just go? Yeah, should do, because I think it comes out and then yeah, we're okay, just about. Excellent. So it might be a bit overkill for this field, but I think, yeah, when it comes to the silaging and the corn harvest, I think this one will be worth the extra. I say we're just leasing it. I didn't buy it. I won't need a big trailer again for a while, so I've just got this one for now. And we can see what sort of state we're in next year, what plans are, what crop sizes we're doing, all that sort of stuff. You know, what crops indeed we're doing. Just let him finish unloading. And we'll figure out what to buy then. Good. So you get this out of the way, but leave it up here. Yeah, it's struggling a little bit power-wise to pull such a big trailer, but it's doing okay. So we're not in a rush, so good. Progress, what a relief. Right, so I've come down, so the case was parked with the Great Plains seeder at the seed silo, which is here, so I've just filled that up and it's just opened up again. Now I need to figure out how to get round to the fertiliser. Was this challenge with a new farm, isn't it? It's trying to figure out how to get where. Oh, I know. Excuse me. Oops. Wrong button. Oh, I really am all over the place with the buttons today. Yeah, I figure while we've got this on here, we'll fill it all up. Need to figure out what I'm going to do with those fields once we've. Just need to move the hurler out of the way. Close that over. So these silos. Huh. Is that seed or fertilizer? On seeds, there's two, is that right? It's 2 seed silos? Oh, anyway. Fill up fertilizer. Not that we need it now, but then it's ready to rock and roll. We need to figure out what other equipment we were going to sell. Because if there's something else I can take down to the store with the case, then I will do. How about we don't really need this for a while, so let's try out our nice on here. Oh, I can. No, I can't. It's just the door's partially open, that's why. Oh, of course, there's the workshop. Nice. Oh, so actually I can sell stuff here then. Oh, open this door. Ah. Here we go. Is that working? Yep. So that's a good deal, so I can make a phone call, mount the shop. Thought I'd close that once. We'll come and buy stuff direct and they'll come and pick it up from me, which will save me a bit of time. He said anything you want, I'll deliver it for you, that's no problem. So we'll just leave that there for a second, just get it out of the way, nice and tidy. But move that basketball before someone runs over it with the tractor. Put this on here. Call the man. Ah, customizing only. Okay, so I can't direct sell from here. Fine. So I do have to get out of the store. Right, so what we've got in the garage then. Need to keep these 3 for now, and that, and that. That I've just got. Okay, so actually, it's just the case for now, but I also want to... Oh, I know what we could do. I was thinking to keep the Lizard Twin Star for... I should have left the light on, haven't I? Yeah, I was thinking I'd keep it for moving, picking stuff up, taking it to the garage. But actually, you know what? If the nice man at the store will collect and deliver things that I'm buying or leasing, then actually I don't need it. So what I'll do is I'll put this on the back of the Twin Star. We'll take it down to the shop, sell those, and then we'll have that conversation with the store about leasing a forage harvester. Whoa, big bird flying overhead. Busy first day on the farm. There we go. I do like this green they used for all their vehicles. It's very good. Right, this could be a tricky run up that road. Let's see how we get on. Looks all clear. So yeah, we'll take that run again. We'll go back up to the store. You've already seen this road once, you don't need to see it again, and you really don't want to see me trying to get this rather large truck and load up this quite narrow lane, relatively. Bit twisty, bound to be traffic coming. I'll see you up there. Right, so here we are. Oh, it's quite sad selling all the script, isn't it? But, needs must. Should be able to pay off some of the bank loan at the end of the day anyway. We'll need some more another time, but that's not a bad deal. 92,000. No, not really. Oh, come on. Not so much for that, but that's a good haul actually. It's nearly 250 grand. Nice. Right, I'll go and talk to the salesman again, and we'll look at leasing ourselves a forage harvester. Right, so back at the farm. God, it's a busy day, isn't it? Okay, so just check the road. Yep, we're okay. So I've leased a forage harvester. I've leased the Rostall Mash. Remind myself, RSM Rostall Mash, yeah, RSM 1403. Partly because it was the cheapest one that they got that was of any size, partly because I'd never used it before. I have potentially riskily leased the Kemper 390 Plus. The Rostall Mash 600R is a 6 metre header. This is a 9 metre. I'm hoping it will work. It's a bit of a gamble, but I wanted the extra width, so let's see if it works. Fingers crossed. Otherwise that could just have been a very expensive mistake. But we've got an awful lot of corn to harvest. It doesn't fit. Oh, hang on. Yes, it does. It's a little bit low, but now the question is, of course actually I can't do anything anyway, the question is technically, is that going to work? It's very low to the ground. Yeah, this could have been a bad mistake. Oops. That'd be a worse mistake. He'll charge me for it if I wreck it. Clearly a gamble. May not have paid off. Let's try it out. I haven't got a trailer, of course. The trailer's up at the field. It works. Okay, well let's not do any more because I don't want to waste it. Interesting. Oh, fingers crossed. Could be good. Okay. Well, we'll go and see. I think that harvesting must be nearly done. So we'll go get that. Can empty the trailer into the silo, which is huge. Look at that. What is the silo capacity? How many zeros has that got? Does that really say 3 million litres? Wow. Okay. And actually while I was there, no eggs in coop. That's good to know. I was thinking about that. Okay. Well, we'll take a wander across the fields and go and see how it's going on. So the work is finished. Wow. It's funny, I didn't see the notification come up at all. Well, that's handy because I need the trailer. So we get much more out of it, but that's going to be just over 10,000 litres. It's not to be sniffed at, let's face it. Now also presents us with another task. So it means I need to come and pick up all this straw. And actually I could get a worker ploughing the field as well, and I need to figure out what I'm going to do with it. I don't know whether to put grass on it, because primarily for the first year that's what we can live with. I suppose it might be worth seeding it with perhaps barley so we get something else that's got straw. That might be the thing to do. I might do that actually, and actually of course we've got that little field as well, haven't we already? But of course if I'm going to put seasons on I can't do that yet, because it'll kill everything off. So, but yeah, we could get it ploughed. I think it will keep its field state, so we get it ploughed. Not as a rush I suppose. Okie dokie. Pipe out. We'll get this over to the silo, take the trailer to the forage harvester and get him going. Then I'll need to figure out, I think I should probably harvest some of it as corn as well, so I've got crop to sell. So that also means I'll need to lease a corn header for the combine. Right, so we'll leave that for a second. We'll have to send someone to come pick that up and bring it back to the farm. There we go. Looking good. It's not bad yield. Right. Take this to the silo. Now then, oh yes, I remember. Wow. That's something a bit different, isn't it? That's cool. Let's try this out. I haven't tried it yet. Whoa, whoopsie. Uh-oh. Houston, we have a problem. Yeah, I managed to jam that. Oh, that's a bit annoying, isn't it? Ugh. Too far back in. Oh well, give that a second. Right, see what we can do. Right, well luckily I got someone to come and give me a hand with that, so, oh dear. It's like a bit of a collision. So hopefully they'll sort that out in a minute. Right, just drop that there for a sec. That's odd, it looked like that was wobbling when I left it anyway. Right, hook this up. Fingers crossed. Yeah, it is. Wipe out. Oh, I hope someone's going to call the police. That looks quite nasty. Right. Switch it on. Oh, thank goodness for that. We're all good. Nice. Well, wow. That was a busy day. I think we're at the end of an episode already. Got a lot done already. Lots more to do. It's going to take a long time to do these fields. Not actually sure how best to do them with a worker, to be honest. I'm going to have to get a worker in because I've still got that straw to go and pick up, and we need to start thinking about cutting grass. For now I think I'll just go around the whole of the edge of all of them together, and then we'll figure out how to best get a worker on it. But yeah, end of an episode. I do hope you've enjoyed this first episode on a new map, South Mountain Creamery. Again, it's great to be doing a new map, something a bit different, and hopefully it'll bring in a bit of interest to the channel as well. People looking out for this sort of map. And yeah, if you liked it, give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet and you'd want to, please feel free to do so. There'll be more coming from South Mountain, there'll be more coming from Welker, more train sim, got some project car stuff too lined up, and I'm hoping that the new map from Oxygen David in Ireland will be coming out. I've been waiting for the right time to do a UK map, and right, it's Ireland, not Northern Ireland. I was going to do, but I could have done West Coast. I could have done, you know, any number of really good UK maps. But actually, you know what? Ireland is close enough, and it looks amazing. So that will be coming if it comes to console, which I'm hoping it will do. I'll be keeping an eye on that, and yeah, so lots to come. So do subscribe if you'd like to, and yeah, leave a comment, suggestions, please. You know, let me know, and otherwise, I'll look forward to seeing you back at South Mountain Creamery very soon. Bye bye for now.